want to jump into the stream. Actually, I realized that we didn't do all of the quests last time, but we will be doing them today. Today we'll be focusing only on the main story. So I'll do another episode on Thursday. Oh, hello! Look who came to say hi. Look who came to say hi. She always comes to say hello at the start of the stream. She's a very good cat. A very good kitty, yes? Yeah, so pets are important. Give them all of your love and attention. So we missed a few of the quests. Actually, the quests that I mentioned as the best quests, apparently you had to do them before the second half of the game. So we'll be doing them on Thursday. I decided to make Thursdays like of a side quest kind of thing, if there will be any more side quests left, interesting side quests left after next Thursday. And yeah, today we'll be focusing mainly on the story mode, and we will finally be getting to the Chinese novella part. Hi Swine69, hi Antanas, nice to have you here. Okay, my cat is blocking at the moment, but Antanas, special for you, you've been requesting this all the time. I've brought some cleavage, Wait, let me get the camera lower. Yeah man, yeah, I finally found the dress. Hi Randall, yes, it's my precious cat. It's my precious Nemes. Oh shit, she bit me. Yeah, Nemes, she bites. Her name, by the way, Nemes, is after a character from a book, Radamant Nemes, from Dan Simon's Hyperion. It's an amazing sci-fi series. I really recommend it if you like sci-fi. And okay, I guess we can get a bit started. I've also updated the chat and added some extra functions from Twitch with the notifications. Hopefully they will work. I'm very new to this. I'm still trying to figure out how stuff is supposed to be. I haven't even looked into any of the donation stuff and whatever, because apparently Twitch has a lot of options. Hey boss, nice to have you on the stream, boss. And that's for the intro. I guess we can. Oh, by the way, if the dude Lazarus Studios shows up today, oh man, he inspired me to make a video after the last stream. The Hodor part, it's so heartless, but it's funny. Hey Zandetsuken MK3, that's a mouthful. But okay, so just as a recap, last time we met the Shadow Lord, Kaini got petrified, and our NieR boy here got stabbed. And now the action follows. Oh yeah, and the Shadow Lord also kidnapped our sister that we were trying to cure. So let's dive in. Let's see what happens after that. I've made so many save backups, I was scared that I lost the main save. I know you're the Yakuza man. I'm glad you made it. Thanks for making it. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is such a good story. Even my cat is destroying the cat scratcher. 5 years later. Very, very serene. Very nice. Straight into the cult shit. I think we have a full moon tonight, so this is very appropriate. And look at him! He grew up to be such a fabulous murder machine. That little boy, that little baby boy, little tender chicken, all grew up. Don't let your guard down. I guess that was a tad obvious. single screams. You may now use two-handed swords and spears. Finally, spears! I love spears. Best weapon. Like, no one can reach you and you can just poke him. Okay. Oh, this two-handed sword is so slow. Shit. We got our magic back. Our character is now Butch with his guts sword. Yeah, he does look like Raiden. Fuck. I'm not used to having a long sword. Also, I've been playing a bit on my own, and I'm a lot worse when I stream. I know, it's hard to believe, but I guess it's difficult to concentrate. I mean, to talk and play at the same time. I'm a big hack and slash fan. I wouldn't say this game is a paragon of hack and slash, but it's something. I got them all. Oh, I lied. Like, especially with a two-handed sword, the mechanics just are a bit too slow. We have taken more casualties. They just keep coming. Ooh, even his voice has gotten more husky. Look at him, he's such a stud. He looks like he hasn't bathed for 2 weeks, but he looks good. This is why, I mean, this is one of the reasons, this is not the main reason, but it's one of the reasons why I prefer this version over Gestalt. We'll be attacked again unless we move. Look at him. Look what they've done to him. She actually... I think she said dad. I think it's her dad. I mean, she said in Japanese, Otosan. When you get older, your eyes get smaller. Well, I mean, also his Naruto hair has abided to the laws of gravity. Now his hair is pointing down instead of up, so that's another thing that happens with age in this universe. The shades are even attacking the village now. And armored ones, no less. This village of yours seems to be changing for the worse. We didn't ask for this. It's all the Shadow Lord's fault. That one day changed everything. 5 long years. It's been 5 years since they took my sister. And I spent every waking moment searching for her. But I found nothing save heartache and despair. This world is winding down between the shades and the black scroll, and there won't be anyone left soon. But I don't care. My life now is hunting down shades, searching for information. Someday, I'll find a clue that will lead me to the Shadow Lord. I believe that. I have to. Popola called for you, yes? Yeah. We sure lost a lot of time with that. Yeah. Our young hero has become quite stoic with his words. Yeah, and I don't think so. I mean, I think he was like 14 in the previous section, so it's 5 years later, so he's like 19. I haven't heard of many 19-year-old boys with daughters. I mean, Yona should be like 16 now or something? I'm not sure. You kids certainly have a lot of energy. You're going to trip and fall if you keep running around like that. We'd best leave her be. Wherever her mind has gone, it's a happier world than this. So the world has gone to shit. I missed the comment about the that he can take the penetration well now. Yeah, we have this running joke about aliens and aliens abducting and penetrating people here. Yona's been abducted now, just saying. more and more of our sons and daughters go out hunting and never return, what are we supposed to do? Just let things be, man. There's not much we can do. Oh, I think, yeah. Devolo is sitting here. Whoa, you look pretty run down. Just old is all. Old, 19? Like, okay, brother. If you say so. By the way, Popola said she had a letter for you or something. Oh, and she's singing. That's nice. She's always singing. Okay, I just want to pick up the shiny. I can't pass a shiny. Yeah, man of action. I mean, he also runs faster now, but rolling is still the fastest means of transportation. Oh, by the way, Lonely Soul, last time you touched on this matter of fast travel being opened late in the game. Well, let me tell you, son, you must have not played many JRPGs. It's an open roof library now. Very nice. That's Kaini. Three is still fabulous even when stoned. So yeah, in JRPGs, like, usually you unlock fast travel or airships only at like the end game, like before the final boss or something, or a chapter until the final boss. So it's very common that you don't have fast travel. I think I'm beginning to understand. Climate change wasn't the cause of our woes. It was only a symptom. The real trouble started when something terrible came down from the sky. It seems that this event turned the world into a metropolis of salt. I guess they're talking about how most of the city sank into the ocean. It also reminds me of that. Frozen Han Solo. But sexier. So yeah, in JRPGs you don't get fast travel until way into the game. Way into the game. Because like most of them, you know, follow a linear story, so there's no point in having any travel, because you just go through the story. You just walk. You just go where you need to go. The amount of grind reminds you of what? Ara. Just look at you. You look terrible. I know you're worried about Yona, but you're going to kill yourself. I'm fine, just tired is all. We can't all stay as young and pretty as you, Popola. Well, aren't we feeling saucy today? Ara. No, it's true. You look the same as the day I first met you. Okay, now you're just embarrassing me. Here, this is from Emil. Hi. NieR? Hey, it's me, Emil. Sorry, I've been quiet for so long. Are you and Vice getting along all right? Is he still using big words and making everyone feel dumb? I bet he is. Anyway, I recently stumbled upon some records that might help us in curing Kaini's petrification. Would you mind coming here to take a look? Thanks, I'll be waiting. Perhaps the time has come to save Kaini. Does this mean you'll be leaving the village? Sorry, I know things have been rough lately. It's okay, go. We know you're doing it for Yona. Yeah, how come these bitches don't age? Please take care of yourself. I wanna be a bitch that doesn't age. That's the best kind of bitch. Yeah. I feel like JRPGs for the most part are stuck in time. Like they haven't evolved much. I'm not sure if they like have anywhere to even evolve. I mean, of course they do. What am I saying? But it feels like the most stagnant type of games out there. Like, you know, and we've been getting these pixelated games like Bravely Default and stuff. Or just remakes. Yeah. I decided a long time ago that Popola was too important and beautiful to worry about shades and stuff like that. That's why I dedicated my life to protecting her. She trusts me to keep the library secure, so maybe someday she'll trust me with other things. Grah. False hope is better than no hope at all, I suppose. I guess. Oh, thank you. You're just being saucy today, lonely soul. I've aged plenty. I've aged plenty. Oh yeah, by the way, we can plant shit now. Let me show you how the farming simulator works. So you examine it. First, you need to fertilize. Let's see, let's just the flowering fertilizer. Now the ground is all nice and fertilized, and now we can plant shit. What do we want to grow? Some beans? You boys like some beans? These are the best beans in town, boy. Some pumpkin seed? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what a gourd is. I don't know what that is. Oh, let's plant some flowers. Maybe we'll find a nice lady for our nice young man. Apart his sister. Oh boy, where is this game going? Water! I did my... He just pours water from his hand. Momoro your waifu. Yeah, I did my planting yesterday. I bought a bunch of seeds. I got all of the seeds, and I got a bunch of dirt, and I planted it all. Can't wait for my garden to grow. It's gonna be the most beautiful garden. I fucking want flowers. Because I lived so many years in apartments without a balcony, and it's just so nice to have a balcony. Okay, look at this. Oh, look at the piggies, little bacon. Who's a delicious bacon? Oh, they're following me around. Oh man, I'm in a world of trouble now. What's the problem? See, I was cooking and I managed to start a fire that ruined my kitchen equipment. Dude, how bad do you have to be at cooking to burn down your kitchen? Okay, I guess it's kind of like medieval times, easier to burn shit. I can't repair the kitchen without metal, but the only place you can find that much scrap is the junk heap. Also, fun fact, it's only the English version that's called the junk heap, because it's Yama. Wait, I got this written down somewhere. But where? Ah, it's actually called the Robot Mountain in Japanese, Roboyama. So I don't know why they decided junk heap sounds better, maybe to match the atmosphere of this game. But I personally like Robot Mountain, Roboyama. I see. You want me to go for you? I need lots of metal, so you'll have to brain a whole bunch of robots. That's okay, right? I'm just gonna accept it. I trust that you plan to offer us an adequate compensation. Don't be greedy, Vice. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by adequate, but I'll do my best.
Oh.
I need 1 memory alloy, 10 titanium alloys, and 10 broken motors. Got all that? Peachy. Okay, I'll be back when I find everything. Yeah, I did not grind before this episode, so I have nothing. Nothing. Nada. So many quests. What does this guy gotta say? Yeah. Shades could strike at any moment, so I have to keep my guard up at all times. I remember when patrolling the shopping district used to be so easy. Hey kid. Why can't I leave the shopping district to play, huh? Why can't I? I don't know, kid, because you suck. I'm not a fan of kids. So hungry. It's all I can think about anymore. I'd give anything to taste meat again. So maybe the animals are dying as well? I'm not sure. The village defense is much stronger than it used to be, but even still, when I think about the idea of Shades attacking... Things have been so hard since my husband went away. He just went away. Grown-ups shouldn't be running around like that. Hey, don't tell me what to do, kid. The shopping district sucks. It's small and crowded, and all the old people smell funny. Word. Another hunter has gone missing. I'm so worried about my husband. If you don't hunt, you run out of food and starve. But if you do hunt, the shades sneak up and kill you. I really hate this place. I wish I could leave this place. Water and food have been getting pricier and pricier. I just want to give you the general vibe of the town after 5 years. That's why I'm talking to everyone. Hurry! Go kill that boar. Oh yeah, I still gotta kill the boar. The boar survives. Hey! A bunch of sticky-fingered bastards keep taking my merchandise. That bad, huh? They don't take a lot, but when they strike, it's always food. And in some ways, that's our most precious commodity. And everyone's hungry for that meat. Wow, I wasn't expecting to see specifically you, I mean, Lily, so since this stream is targeted at weebs, but I wasn't expecting you to put the words good news Japanese tactical RPGs and this Gaia in the same sentence. That's just quite unusual, I'd say. I'm not sure. I'm a bit far off from tactical JRPGs, but I know that Final Fantasy Tactics is getting remade, so that's coming out eventually. Really? Well, I'd certainly appreciate it. Do you have a plan, or are we going to walk up to every person we see and shake them until stolen vegetables fall from their pockets? Let's try asking around the village. Thieves in the village. I can't believe it. You could call it a sign of the times. Rare is the man who steals out of choice as opposed to need. I don't know. I always wonder about that. Chotto, Oni-chan! Ah, just the man I wanted to see. Do you have a moment? Maybe. Our water wheel is on its last legs. I'd like to shore it up, but the insides are so complicated. This is a wise thought on your part. The wheel is a machine of not insignificant age. Better to repair it now than wait until it fails completely. You got any ideas? I'm not much for this mechanical stuff. Replacing the axle and the paddle boards should suffice for now. I believe the strange thing store in Facade should have everything we need. See. Okay. Well, if you can handle the repairs, I can pick up the materials. Oh, thank you. I'm sure I can find someone to take care of the actual repair work. Oh, it's you, eh? Well, I'm counting on you. I wish I could play someplace bigger. Oh, he has a quest? Oh, yeah, he knows stuff. Isn't Valkyria Chronicles old? It's like 10 years? And I think... Yeah, give Octopath Traveler a try, but is Octopath Traveler a strategy RPG? I'm pretty sure it's just a JRPG. We've been dealing with a wave of robberies lately. Better keep a close eye on your purse. Yeah. Okay. Who knows where the thief is? We've also got a few people here. You remember there used to be a couple standing here romantically up the hill? I wonder if they're still here. Of course not. How am I supposed to go on now? Why did he have to die? Why is this black scroll? What is this black scroll anyway? Why does this only happen to us? Why? Perhaps we should be going. Yeah, just leave the person in despair to despair under the tree, which overlooks the misty mountains. Hello, Black Milus. Yeah, Octopath Traveler is not a tactical RPG, so I'm not sure, but I know it's good. I really want to play it as well. Anone? Mom told me that I can't play outside the shopping district. Oh, did we talk to this kid, or do all kids have a generic text? Because it's uncommon for characters to have generic text in this game. Huh. We aren't doing anything wrong.
Konnichiwa.
What? Okay, these kids are getting stoned here around the corner where no one's watching. Oh man, this long sword, sure, break those blocks as well. Alrighty. It fell on my bum bum. Man, I'm bushed.
Oh.
Thanks for coming. I'm doing everything I can to keep my inventory up, but it's tricky. Okay, I don't need any of this stuff. Things sure are rough lately. Okay, whatever. I'll pick up the quest later. Let's move on with the story. Since there are so many quests. Okay, I want to talk to this lady. I'm interested. The shades took over my old village. I barely escaped with my life. Oh, so we're getting other refugees in our city now. I got separated from my friends. I hope they're okay. This guy is talking to a wall.
Yeah.
With times being what they are, every resource is important. When I think of how wasteful we used to be. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. This, FYI, this is the original NieR. It's NieR Replicant. It's the one that Yoko Taro had, the one how Yoko Taro intended it to be. But I understand that there's a lot of people who like the dad aesthetic better. Personally, I like the hot boy better. You know, different people, different needs. Oh man, maybe I should have checked the weapons store. I want to get a spear. Because we have a very, very interesting dungeon up ahead. Yeah, I mean, I think if I had to play it 10 years ago when it came out, I would have played the English version as well, since we didn't have the Japanese version that was patched. But I didn't own, I was very poor at the time, so I didn't own any consoles. Holy moly. Holy moly, it costs 21,000, but it's a deal. It's a deal. I really, wait, it's a spear, right? Sunrise is a spear. Where does it say? This spears, yes. Good thing we turned in all of those quests. Because if I need to keep using this sunrise. Oh, I had a spear, but it was shit. Yeah. Perfect. Balance restored. Yeah, I mean, so I already talked about this a bit, that during the initial presentation of in Square for the West, when Yoko Taro showed this Twink NieR, they were not happy with it, because at the time we had this patternization trend, like The Last of Us, Dishonored, Bioshock. Like, they all had strong father figures, and they felt that they want this for the West as well. I mean, NieR should be like that for the West as well. I mean, this game was inspired a bit by God of War, at least the boss battles are. So that's why Papa NieR looks so big and so unattractive. Oh yeah, Kainy's trash language is everything for sure. And I don't think they're gonna censor it. I mean, Yoko Taro, at least I know that Yoko Taro is against censoring, and he doesn't think that it's important in the game. Like, gender isn't important, sexuality is important, unmistakable heart is the worst armor one can have. No time for that advice, I gotta get to Yona. Okay, let's get to Yona. This boy is anxious. So many shades, Jesus Christ, it's an infestation. Okay, my magic has been changed. I need to return to my generic setup. There we go, generic setup complete. Yeah. Oh, Lord. How do you... I've put my loaves in the oven. Would you ever help me get them? But of course, my less Argonian maids. If you would just bend over to take them out. Welcome, sir. Master Emil is waiting in his chambers. This boy hasn't aged a day. Oh, hey there, guys. Hey there, Emil. How goes the search for a cure? Nothing yet, but I did find this. Plan, Snow White. Notice, archival storage. 2026. 28. I'm not very. I don't remember the months in English. Following the recent incident with number 6, we have decided to establish an archival room. This room will hold records on the methods used to control and/or cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation, as well as allow other projects to move forward. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage solution for number 6, as well as proceed with our work on number 7. All employees are required to keep the courtyard entrance to this new room secure. Failure to do so is considered grounds for immediate termination. Looks like a nuclear plant plan. There is a section in this manor called the planning room, and I think... You think this room will let you harness the ability to control all forms of magic, correct? Actually, yeah. Or even if it doesn't, something there might point us to the right direction. Sounds like a plan. There is an entrance in the courtyard, it's not far. Alright, let's go find it. I have earned a bronze Japanese trophy. Very nice. Well, if it's amazing or not, that's like a personal preference. I didn't really enjoy this section. If this room truly contains the power to control all magic, I can use it to cure my eyes. It will also allow us to free Kaine from the petrification condition. Oh, I need a map. Wow, Vice, I didn't think you cared. Yes, this is the right way. Perhaps the stone is getting a bit sappy in his old age. Oh man, I forgot to check what's inside my apartment. I mean, in his apartment, in NieR's apartment. Yeah, and that's top. It should be right around here somewhere. Ooh, shiny. Is this it? Okay, Resident Evil, a total Resident Evil kind of hidden passage under the statue. Warning. This facility. I can't read the rest. Something about a seal? If someone bothered to attach a warning to this room, I doubt they will appreciate us forcing our way inside. Emil? What is it? Nothing. It's nothing. I'm fine. Yeah, so I don't enjoy this section, honestly. Don't let Emil fall too far behind. It's like, honestly, you're probably the first person who enjoys the sections of the games where you have to stay in the proximity of another NPC that you can't control, or you have to protect someone. I really hate those phases, since like you have no control. Right. It's like no freedom for you to explore, do your shit. Like maybe I wanna smash this box, maybe I wanna smash this box, and the little kid is falling behind. Obtained AA keycard. You use the AA keycard. Mechanics explained perfectly. Anything shiny in here? Nothing shiny in here. And yeah, and there's so much, like, a lot of rooms. You don't know which ones you need to go into. I even got lost at some point, I remember, during my first playthrough. So yeah, I do not enjoy. Oh, it's very difficult to understand which way you're aiming. I just hate everything about this level. Yeah, who fucking enjoys this? Poke. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm dodging or not. Can I even dodge in here? Yeah, at least I can dodge. Nice. Oh, here comes my cat. Okay, she's just passing by. KA keycard. And yeah, the camera angles also hide the items from you. It's just, it's a bit of a torture. And I don't remember if there are items here that don't shine, but I think there aren't, but there are boxes. Oh. Map! At least we got a map now. Can't see. Yeah, this is gonna be a long section. Okay, you enjoy it. Okay, fine, I guess to each his own. Dodgy. Ah, Emil saved me. Thanks, boy. Okay, you weirdos who enjoy masochistic gameplay. Let's get on with this dungeon. I mean, it's interesting. I enjoy the shift in style, like how you can incorporate so many different styles in a game. But this one is just not for me. Yeah, it does look cool. And I do have a mini-map, but I wouldn't say it's that helpful. I think I already forgot which way I came from. I'm just trying to judge... Oh, there we go. Based on where I smashed the boxes and where I haven't. Two-handed sword, and I remember on my first playthrough, I missed a weapon in here, and I had to come back, and I was so pissed because I didn't know where I missed it, and I had to break each box again. Since if you want to unlock the final ending, you need to have all of the weapons. All of the weapons. Oh, snap. Snap, you whippersnappers, I'm gonna get you. Just staying on top of my health. Yeah, it hurts me as well. I didn't enjoy it in NieR Automata either, where you have it in the machine factory, this top-down kind of view. I can't see you. Where the fuck are these? This might require a different kind of level of oh yeah, let's equip some additional magic. Oh, word edit, there we go. Sunrise. Confuse, poison, paralyze, expirate. Let's get some expirate, and let's get some attack power. Pahil, plus 15 attack power. Just remember, when you're feeling low on attack, you just gotta shout the magic word, Pahil! Pahil! Ooh. So the petrified ones don't drop any items? Shit, I didn't even see them. The spear isn't even helping me. That's how annoying this is.
なんだろう。
What's this? A scrap of paper? Obtained a new document. Plan Snow White. Notice. Progress report on November 6, 2025. A progress report on number 6. Did I say November? I'm sorry, I'm tripping. December 25th, 2025. We have completed the initial research into number 6 and are ready to initiate a startup experiment in the coming days. As this will likely mark a great leap forward in Gestalt research, the National Weapons Research Laboratory has made the completion of the number 6 project its top priority. Budgets for all other projects are to be frozen, effective immediately. Now look at that. Looks a bit like Emil's head, doesn't it? Polish the spear. It would appear this used to be some manner of magical laboratory. This must have been where I was. Oh boy, what was it here? Emil! I'll be okay. We need to keep going. I'm sorry. The section after this is epic. That's why I was less frustrated when I beat the game the first time. I don't even... What do you mean the section? Like the scene we get to see at the end of this dungeon, or what happens after this dungeon? The lad is falling behind. Oh, I forgot we have to have Emil with us. He does a pretty good job following me. It's not as bad as I initially remembered it to be. Fuck. Barrel roll. I think magic is what saves this dungeon. Mine and Emil's. But it's annoying that I can't really tell which way I'm gonna be pointing it. We're gonna be able to kill the boar at this rate. Fucking shades. Polishing the spear, I'm polishing the spear with the blood of my enemies. Isn't it... Don't you think it's weird that the shades bleed? You might think there is no explanation for this, but you're wrong. There's an explanation for everything. And I will talk about it once we have all of the story details. Ah, okay, yeah. I like that scene as well. Since I too played Automata before I played Replicant, so I was curious about his backstory. Since Yoko Taro wears the mask and all. Ooh, he angry. The mask Yoko Taro wears, by the way, it cost he got it like back in 2014, and I think it was worth $450. And like he already broke one. There's a video of it. So really, like, just wondering what is it made of to cost $450, since, you know, it just looks like a ball with a print on it. But I guess up close it might have a lot of details and it might be like latex. I did see some cheap knockoffs on Amazon for like $50. Oh, the magic fuckers. They like have a shield and they attack you with magic, but they have a shield and you can't hit them with magic. Fucking hypocrites. Hi, Darius. You mean what Yoko Taro is like as a lead? As a team lead? Or what do you mean? It's so convenient that these keys are all just lying right next to the door. Whoever managed this facility sucked. Oh shit. Yeah, I need to get them out of that room because the camera begins to load and like my animation becomes stuck. So I can't do an attack. Okay. It's getting mazy. Okay, who designed this facility? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, more shades. I'm not sure if you need to... Oh, thank you for hosting my stream. It is so unexpected. I didn't expect that. I even didn't set up any picture for that kind of thing because I didn't expect anyone to host me. Thank you. The lad is falling. Oh, okay, he's falling behind. Let's wait for him. There has to be a way for him to see out of it, I guess. I doubt that's cheap. Though in one conference he was without mask because it was said that for him that he won't be able. Okay. Thank you. I didn't know that was a feature. I still don't know a lot, basically know the bare minimum about Twitch. I need to find the time to look up and set up additional features myself. But as a lead, I think he's very passionate. You know, since he's very passionate about his project, and basically every game he did was his like passion project. Up to the point where Square comes and tells him, "Yo, dude, fuck your passion project. We want you to change it this way." But basically, from what I read, his team that he works with loves him. So I guess he's fun to work with, maybe. But it's hard to say, you know, since Japanese work environment is very complicated. It's not so straightforward. You know, people just be polite because they see it as a requirement. Like, women are... It's a requirement. Fuck. No, fucking is not a requirement. But for example, it's offensive if a woman comes to the workplace without makeup, without high heels. I find it offensive. How dare you come to work and not look good, woman? Like one time, I used to work in an all-male team, and I was the only woman. And we had a team building, and back then I was a bit socially awkward, so I didn't attend any social activities at work. And they had a team building activity, and I like said I can't come. And my boss was like, you're like the only girl, you should come at least for the smell. I'm like, oh, dude, what? Dude, what the fuck? That's so creepy. Come for the smell? What? Crazy. Things like that don't happen anymore, I guess. Wild 2000s. Okay, that was like not even that long ago. It was 5 years ago. Oh man. You open a door like a gentleman and they start shooting bullets at you. I'll show you how to shoot bullets. Eat my shaft. Huh. Another one showed up. You want a mill? Oh, I don't think a mill can hit these guys. Something there was like, oh, you can open all of these. Is this where I missed the weapon on my first playthrough? Oh shit. Okay. I think this is where the Kusanagi is gonna come in handy. Close space, lots of enemies, big sword. Do the math. Do the math. The amount of medicinal herbs is through the roof, guys. The drop rate is amazing. God, see, this is what I'm talking about. I hate when you have to protect or when you have to go at a certain pace. Like, that's such an annoying quest. Is that all of them? One more. I see another one in the horizon. Oh, and I remember there's a boss fight in this kind of in this perspective. Protect and defend. By the way, if Lazarus Studios shows up on the stream again, please make yourself known. Because I need to talk to you, man. We gotta talk. We gotta talk, okay? Last time you made some very, very hurtful jokes. Not hurtful, but let's say very emotional jokes that we want to expand on this stream. So make yourself known if you are there. Heathen. If you're not, well, we will still continue with the jokes. Emil can deal with himself. His power is so broken as Medusa's. But the game is a game. Yeah, but he's like, you know, he can like defend himself against one enemy in 1 minute when you get like 15 enemies in 10 seconds. Okay, I have forgotten which. Okay, the ones that you open, stay opened. At least that's what I think. Hodor lady? We'll see, Antanas. Okay, the door is locked. I missed a key somewhere. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We start missing keys. We have reached the point of this top-down dungeon, which confuses the heck out of me. The living heck. Fuck. What? Okay. This is an inception of keys and doors and... Yeah, we got the Ya key. We're going to... okay, here we go, the boss fight. Shit. What? I can't hit him. That took almost half of his HP bar. He's so fucked. Fuck, I'm cornered. Smash! Oh my god, I think I'm a bit overpowered. I think when I did the side quests, actually, that's not possible, because when we did a side, you have to complete the side quests, or you will miss them. So I guess it's only hard if you don't do the side quests. I think that's the logic. Or by Hodor lady, do you mean Eula? No, I know you don't mean Curly Alien. I know you mean Kaini. She's called Kaini, okay, not Hodor lady. Obtained a new document. Plan, Snow White. Notice, meeting agenda, September 12th, 2026. Today's meeting will address the following topics. A solution for long-term storage of number 6, a progress report on number 7, disguising the laboratory's above-ground facility as a mansion. So I think this is a mill. I don't know. We don't know who this is yet. But I imagine these are the number 6 and number 7 on the agenda. Project number 6. Was this some sort of weapons laboratory? Something from the old world, I guess. What was I doing here? He actually says it hurts. I have doubts as to whether or not Emil will be able to continue. I'm fine. Let's just go. Oh my god, I was hoping that this would be the bottom level. But dreams will be dreams, I guess. Don't let your dreams be memes. Make your dreams come true. At least that's what I tell myself. I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, slap myself on the face, and be like, girl, don't let your dreams be memes. You gotta work, work, work if you wanna be someone in life. Rocky. Oh no. Oh lord, they're coming. Oh lord, they're coming. Fuck. Come on, Emil, pull your weights. Stone the guys. Use your dang push skills and stone the guys. Oh my gosh. He did it. He got him stoned. Alright. Yeah, keep me. Okay. Keep making various jokes, like the Hodor one really inspired me. I couldn't rest until I followed up on the joke, which I will show a bit later. Yeah, I think the weapon that I missed was somewhere around here last time. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a weapon somewhere here, but I don't see anything. Why is this door glitching? Yeah, it should be somewhere around here, because this is the last stop. Oh well, never mind. We don't need all of the weapons since I already have a save with all of the weapons. Okay, this is the big moment, guys. Big moment. Or is it? Look at this caged tree. I'm pretty sure it's a metaphor for something. The door is locked. Oh fuck, I'm getting gangbanged. Getting gangbanged over here. Stabby stab. Oh, I hate when they gang up. Okay, maybe this is the time for big weapons. If they weren't so slow, it would be much more effective. I've played the Berserk games. Fuck. Oh fuck, I'm almost dead. Got too confident once more. Okay, so that first battle was like a warm-up and this is the actual battle, and I'm really failing with the dodges here. Shit! Fuck you, dude. Okay, gotta concentrate. Can't concentrate. Oh my gosh. I really hope I don't use up all of my medicinal herbs. Okay. Okay, this took out a lot out of me. Complex machine. Oh look, someone dropped a key. Oh, it's a document. Notice, progress report on number 6. Which month is this? Not November. What comes before November? The month before November. 11th, 2025. The donor body, Halwa, has been chosen from among the 7 candidate subjects to proceed to the next stage. In the interest of protecting state secrets, all but one of the remaining subjects will be disposed of. The donor body, Emil, however, will be kept in storage as fail-safe measure. Oh my god, so Emil is an experiment. Surprise, surprise! Oh boy, he's getting flashbacks. Hey Emil, you sure you're okay? I'm a weapon? What does that mean? What am I? It seems as if he's trying to remember something. You're going to be okay. Am I? Am I really? He actually said he's okay. Your past makes no difference. We'll support you no matter what. At any rate, you would hardly be the first member of our merry band to have issues. Why the game is from top view now? Because it's a Yoko Taro thing. His games are composed of many different kind of styles of games. Because as per his words, game design is really fascinating and fun. Because all you need is a screen and you put a few moving dots on it and that's it, you have a game. Wow, this goes pretty deep. This goes pretty deep. Yeah, 2025 is a long time ago. This is 2000 years into the future, so this might be like 4050? The year 4050? Or something? This is Emil's backstory, so... Look at the sweet boy. Tender baby chicken. Tender baby chicken boy. Weirdest boner ever. I remember now. I remember everything. We used to be humans, normal humans. Just a bunch of regular human kids, like you'd see anywhere. And then, we came here. They wanted to turn us into weapons. So they used magic to perform terrible experiments on us. Eventually they succeeded. They managed to create a perfect weapon. The name of that weapon was number 6. Rakugo. But soon they lost control of Rakugo and the experiment was deemed a failure. They had to create a weapon that could petrify number 6 and seal it away. So they created me. I'm number 7. I'm a weapon. I'm a weapon. Weapon or not, you're still just a mill to us. Thank you. That face. Which face? There are 3 faces in this room. If we consider that a face. Can we... Oh look, feet. Any appreciators of the feet here? Look at these nice glowing feet. Saucy. Yeah, feet.
これが究極兵器6号。
This is number 6.
僕の
She's
お姉さん。
she's my sister. My son.
生きてる。
This thing is alive. So inconsiderate of Vice.
お姉さんは
My
最強の
sister
兵
is
器
the
だから。
greatest weapon ever made, and
だから
yeah,
なんだ。
what of it?
その魔力を手
With her
にすれ
power
ば
behind us,
僕にだ
I
って
could
石化
eradicate
解
my
除ができるはず。
petrification curse.
でもどうやって
What do we
お
do?
願いです。
First, you have to
約束して
promise
くだ
me
さい。
something.
もし
If
僕
my
がお
sister
姉さ
somehow
んに飲み
manages to
込まれ
swallow
て
me up,
しまったら僕は
if my original
じゃなく
self
なって
becomes lost,
皆さんに危害を加え
I'm
てしま
afraid
うか
I
も
may
しれな
try
い。
to hurt all of you.
だからそ
And
の時
if
は
that
や
happens,
めろ
no, don't.
殺して
I
くだ
want you
さ
to
い。
kill me. She swallowed him up.
助け
She
ろ。
swallowed him up just
メールを
just
引き
like
戻せ。
分かってるもう誰も失わないそう決めた
I'm
んだ
not going to lose anyone else. Yeah, I guess losing Kaini was traumatic for him. Shit! Come on, stab that booty! It doesn't do anything. Let's right up the butt. Okay,
エミルはまだ
magic
完全に
works.
取り込まれておら
Hurry,
ん。
there's still time to save the lad.
間に合う。
Fuck! I can't read, guys. You have to read the dialogues yourself. I'm too busy. Okay, only magic affects it, and I used up my magic on I don't know what. Okay.
奴は魔法しか
Magic is the only way to damage this one. Whoa, do I have any items that restore my magic faster? Doubles magic damage. Halves damage. Cures poison. Nope. I have to... This one's creepy.
動きが早い
Yeah, stop hopping around and fight me. Why don't ask for it? This is gonna be a long battle. I can't believe just a few minutes ago I said that this game is getting easy. I take it back. I take it back immediately. And henceforth announce that this game is not easy. It's fun. It's fun is what it is. The difficulty is very acceptable. Top-down style games I might not enjoy, at least not this one, but I do enjoy a good shoot the bullets. Slow-mo. Yeah, this is the best part. You like when you play, do you ever feel like moving your body when you're trying to dodge? Or like, you know, when the camera can't see something, you move with your body and try to look at it? You know what I'm saying? Fuck. That was not efficient. Okay, maybe once you get used to the pattern, it's not even, it doesn't, it becomes not difficult again. Oh shit, gotta go stab him in the...
ではエミルも傷つけてしまう。
魔法攻撃だってダメージになるだろ
いや、エミルは剣より魔法
The
の方が
lad
マ
is
シだ。
highly... So yeah,
な
basically.
ら魔
Now
法で
let's
奴を
kill
止め
that
て
thing with
無
magic
理やり
and
に
get
で
him
もエミ
out
ルを
of
助ける
here. Oh god, no, why did I move my camera? I somehow thought that if I shoot it and immediately let go of the camera, the attack is gonna go towards where it was when I was still aiming. But apparently it doesn't. Shit! What's going on? Fuck! bosses changing their patterns mid-battle? Emil, we're coming for you.
早く戻って
Come
こ
back
い
to us. Come back, my wayward son. Come back to Papa. I've lost my daughter. My sister. I can't lose my tender baby boy as well. Shit. I gotta pay more attention. Oh my god, what is going on? So beautiful. Emil's sister is such a pretty girl. Fuck. Okay. Starting to see the pattern here. One on the butt. A little smack on me bum bum. I hate it when he blocks my magic lance with his own magic. You know, like how you get angry about a boss curing himself during battle, where while you cure yourself like 25 times during a battle, and when the boss uses heal, it's just so unfucking fair.
剣を使うと見るまで負傷してしまう。魔法攻撃で奴の動きを。Shit. Everything about that part went bad. I'm really horrible at managing my magic. Shoot that big booty. Damn, Emil's sister is a thick bitch. Gotta give you that, man. Emil, your sister was thick. Nice long legs, a big round butt. She was marriage material, Emil. And boy, could she swallow. You ate entire Emil. Okay. Is this too far with the sexual innuendos? Can you go far? Not on this channel. On this channel, we create our own boundaries. Fuck. Until the moment we get banned. Oh no. Okay, now I gotta save my magic. Yeah, Walt work. Good old Walt work. Okay, I gotta plan this. Okay, I think I got a plan. Let's use a magic drop. Let's maybe restore a bit more magic before we do the final hit. Can it completely restore during battle? Or is this it? Did it cap? No, it's slowly regenerating. Because I really don't want to do a third round of... Okay. Fuck. Yes! All according to Keikaku. He's become such a charmer. This is a reenactment from the suffering of Christ. swear it is. Okay, no more jokes. Serious moment. Sister. Sister, I... Thank you, sister.
Amy!
Yeah?
大丈夫か
Are you alright?
僕生きてます
I'm still alive.
お姉さんの魔力
I
を
can
感じ
feel
ま
my
す
sister's power blowing up.
石化を制御できているんです
I can control my abilities now.
いいから早く出
Yes,
てこ
we're
い
all quite pleased. Now get out here already.
待ってください
Just a second.
目がまだよく
I
見えな
can't
くて
see very well.
見ないで
No, don't.
僕を
Don't look at me.
見ないで
That's some pretty good voice acting. I wish I could do that.
これは
Good God. Aw, huggy hugs. Oh no, he's just making
お
him.
かえり
Welcome back, Emil. You've
よく
been through a
頑張った
lot.
僕
But my body.
こんな
I
呪われた
can't
体で
stand to be with you when you look like
皆
this.
さんの前に
言っただろ
What I tell
う
you,
何があっても
we're here for
俺
you,
たちが
no matter what.
俺の顔が見えるか
Can you see my face?
はい
You
僕が
you look
想像して
just
いた
like
通
I
りの
thought you
顔
would.
してるとっても
You look
かっこい
really
いです
cool.
そうか
I see. Okay, dude. Okay, I mean, yeah, sure.
もう
I
大
think
丈夫です
I'm okay now. You know, it's like when someone you're not really too fond of gives you a compliment and you're like, yeah, okay. That's like what you say.
こんな姿になったけど
I know this is how I look now,
もう
I was
人間もどき
terrified
で
at
すらないけ
first.
ど
but I think I'm okay with it. Like
悪いことばかりじゃありません
literally like a minute passed and he's like went through this whole emotional roller coaster. Don't look at me. I'm okay with how I look now.
この魔力さえあれば
I have the magic
カ
I
イネさんを
wanted,
元に
and
戻
I
せ
can
るんで
use
す
it
か
to
ら
bring Kaini back to life.
エミール
Emil,
さあ
we
カ
should
イネさんの
hurry.
ところに戻りましょ
She's
う
waiting.
僕の姿を見て
I sure hope
別の意
seeing
味
me
で固
doesn't
まらないといい
petrify
けれ
her.
ど
You know, in fear. Very funny, Emil.
若者
I see this transformation has not stolen your terrible sense of humor. I'm not crying. You're crying. Yeah, on my first playthrough, I cried so much, but when you're streaming, it's like so different. Like you don't go through those emotional roller coasters. Everything's a fucking joke.
僕は
Whenever I
Kaini-sanと接する
interacted
たび、
with Kaini, I was
どこか
reminded
懐かしか
about
った。
something from my past.
無意識のうちに
Maybe my mind has been
お姉さんとダブらせ
confusing
ていた
her
の
with
か
my
もしれません。
sister this whole time.
やります
Here we go. Titties jiggling.
Daddy's jiggling! Nice.
Oi, 来るぞ。
The beast approaches.
分かってる。
Oh, I got it. What the fuck is cutting onions? Oh, big ol' long tentacle boy's back. Okay, this is actually where I will be switching the save games, because this is the part where you start after you finish ending A. So let me just fix the save. Actually, this is maybe the moment when the wait, what was the name of the guy? If the dude who made the holder joke on the last stream is present, please raise your hand right now, because I mean a little something special for you. So while I'll fix the saves, I'll leave you with this short video I made inspired by last time. Here you go. Here you go.
Hold the door! Hold the door! Fran, wake up! We're all gonna die! Fran! Fran, you have to wake up! We need Hodor!
Hodor. Hodor.
Walk into Hodor now!
Hodor. Hodor.
Hold the door!
Hodor.
There we are. I hope that wasn't too sacrilegious, because it felt really sacrilegious making it. Two emotional scenes put into one and turned into a meme. It's thank you for the inspiration. So, I think I have loaded the correct saves. Yeah, I hope you liked it. I really had a lot of fun making it. Always gotta put girlfriend to sleep during the climactic moments. Yeah, so okay, so now we're gonna see everything is gonna be from a different perspective. The shades will start speaking. We will be introduced to Kaine's novella, her backstory, and in general, the game will have a very different kind of direction. Because if you have noticed in the first part, I mean, in the first playthrough, we don't get any insights neither from the shades nor from Kaine. It's just basically NieR killing everything in sight and trying to save Yona without any second thought. And here it becomes so much more insightful, and it really makes the idea from Yoko Taro's side was that to make us feel like assholes for not thinking about what we're doing to everything around us and just following our sense of justice, which is completely broken. Alrighty. Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Here we go. There's gonna be so much reading. So much reading. The titty scene again? Oh, it actually gets turned off. Okay, are you ready for the reading part? Because there's gonna be a shitload of reading. Okay. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like the thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that has survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life, spinning its way, and that for a moment it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, finally striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaini! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the Eyrie. As Kaini struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaini's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kane turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaini knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaini was something to be hated and, if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt... Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaini prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaini couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Heine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. "You're a freak." No, I'm not." "Did you just say no?" Demo grinned evilly. "You don't say no to me. No one says no to me." Not even thinking his attention from Kaini, he called to his cohorts, "Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves." As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaini. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaini curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. "I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are." Kaini ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. "Go home?" Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. "Freak!" chanted the children. "Freak! Freak! Freak!" Kaini closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaini was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. "Oh my God! He's crying! He's actually crying!" Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaini. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. "Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaini again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it." The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. "Ow!" he screamed, leaping to his feet. "Stop it! What are you doing?" "Quit whining! Ain't no one ever died from a scratch." "You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me!" The old woman shrugged. "Yeah, kids are terrible creatures. They don't understand. But it basically stems from non-understanding. Even Plato always said that evil is just a form of stupidity, because if you're intelligent and you're smart, you understand what pain is and you don't want to cause it to other people, or in general, harm other people. Death is the best cure for stupid. Facts." Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaini, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. "Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you!" Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. "Ha! Look at a fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight." The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaini. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaini," she said, "why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother's stung Kane, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing, nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone, everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kainie's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kainie found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, Kainie. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know, the pain of losing someone close to you, Kainie. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kainie was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kainie called her, was a cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kainie and her grandmother had grown closer. Yeah, a lot of grown-ups don't understand that either. It's something that, as most things, should be introduced to us by our parents, taught like the basics of the world, like the concepts, just like, a moral compass of sorts should be given to us by our parents, but a lot of parents fail to do that. I built my moral compass purely on Japanese RPGs and maybe Xenon Hercules TV series. But it was so inspiring because I never had any conversations with my parents. And also, so grandma is where Kainie gets her character from. Vulgar, quick to violence, cunning, just two drops of water. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kainie truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kainie's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kainie drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kainie's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kainie want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kainie reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Oh, just stumble on them. One day while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she was explaining, leading Kainie to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kainie's heart hurt. This is like the opposite of the side quest that we saw last time with the dude whose girlfriend liked expensive stuff. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it fell between her fingers. "Didn't quite turn out right," said her grandmother as she squinted at it. "These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on you, a pretty girl like you." Kaini blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty?" "Course you are. What a fool thing to say." Thank you, Grandma." Her grandmother smiled. "We're gonna be fine, you and me," she said. "Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine." Kaini took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaini gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaini stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. "I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world." Kaini let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. "Hi, Shaltukia. Nice to have you on my stream. Thank you for the follow. You joined us at a very interesting point, let's say. It's half of the game, and in this part of the game we just have a novella that is like, I don't know, maybe 5 more minutes of reading, just reading. It's a 2010 game, and not everything was voiced back then, thinking that this is gonna add a bit of spiciness to the game. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. Oh, by the way, check out Shaltuka's Twitch. She streams a lot, and she's very popular around here. But I think she streams in Lithuanian, so it might be a language barrier for some of you here. So back to the reading. Oh yes, don't you be shy, girl. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaini's dreams, daily life. What? Someone who speaks a different language? Sign me right up. Honestly, lots of shit that people consider to be moral values are worse than no ethics at all, so maybe you got it right since your head wasn't pumped full of crap to begin with. I mean, I don't know, my parents still, they installed these moral values, like about, not moral values, but like stuff about responsibility, that you should, finish what you started, your responsibility comes first before distractions, and stuff like that, so I guess I always went through with that, and it really helped me in life. But I really did suffer, like in school. I got bullied a lot because I didn't have this moral compass, and it took me a lot of socialization with friends to learn the basic concepts of morality. It's just because it's so difficult to actually build it on yourself if you don't have people in your life that bring it for you. Of course, there's always inspiring characters in books and TV shows and games, but I still think that the best way, the easiest way, is to get it from your parents. And even if it's somewhat, I mean, morals changed with time as well, I believe, and it's also a part of culture. So if your culture, all cultures have different moral values as well, so there's a lot of nuances. But yeah. In the distance, Kaini heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. "Stupid piece of shit axe!" Heine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma!" called Heine. "What?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Oh, it's you, Heine. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Heine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Oh, let me just move the chat so maybe you can see some of the dialogue as well. There we go. There we go. Not sure morals would be any help in a post-Soviet school. Those places were crazy. I know they were crazy, but you know, at least I noticed that there were the kids, you know, from the better families, and they wouldn't get in trouble, while, you know, us, the kids from shitty families, we would get in trouble all the time because, you know, the kids who had a good moral compass and stuff, they just knew to avoid the trouble and how to form adequate social circles, whereas people like me, I had no idea and I would always get in trouble all the freaking time. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. Oh, okay, I actually already read this. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something?" The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, you know, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards." Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaini knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Stubborn old goat. Let's return to the moral topic later. Oh, Bankovic, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you appreciating the stream. Kaini did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaini knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Just as a reminder, Kaini is being taunted by the villagers, if you didn't understand from this novella so far, is because she's a hermaphrodite, and the villagers are making fun of her because she has both girl and boy parts. That's why she reacts like in this way to compliments, because she's not used to them at all. And you know, she's mostly girl and not a boy, so she likes girly things. And I guess that's why she accents so much on her outfit. Once Kaini moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the Erie. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaini enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaini turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Budge. Sorry. Frustrated, Kaini swung the axe around her head and threw it log and all across the yard. Damn it, oh crap! Let's get that bread, boys! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but that task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on the palms and ignoring the pain kinda redoubled the efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kiney dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed to trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket! Can't let it spill! Kiney steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kiney didn't notice. Grandma! Grandma! What's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kine away. Stop that! Just stop now! She cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kiney was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kiney came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kiney gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit, but I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kiney strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kiney moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. That face you make when you think you lost your phone and there's nothing in your pockets. Hi, curly alien. Happy to have you back. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kiney finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Oh my god, like last year I had a foot surgery and I had to wear this like kind of a foot brace thing and this huge boot, and I was with stills and so some moisture got into my boot and it was squeaking. It was fucking making this squeaking sound so loudly, and everyone would fucking look at me because I'm a cripple, like walking in this weird ass boot with stills and creaking so loudly, but no one, like, people would just see me as a cripple. So like, yeah, I understood how cripples feel, like, you know, they just, people look at you but then they like look away without saying anything because, well, you're a sight to be beholded, but no one's gonna comment anything because, you know, you're a cripple. Her heart racing, Kiney took a series of rapid shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kainie's presence. "Hey, lady," said Kainie with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" I hope I pronounced that right. The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kainie saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kainie repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off into the other direction. Kainie cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root. As soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Cripple party! Yeah, we had a cripple party last New Year. Like, wait, who was it? It was me. There was another girl with a broken foot. Was it just the two of us? And then a month later, another friend broke her foot. It was just. So we had cripple parties. "Oh my god," he sputtered. "I mean, what are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kainie happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Ha!" barked Demo. "That old bitch finally keel over?" "Go to hell, Demo!" The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kainie under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kainie a presence of peace. Surely in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like the picture?" Kainie turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kainie didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kainie and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kainie took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I knew your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie?" thought Kainie suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother is an old friend of mine," he said as Kaini scooted away yet again, "and I owe her much. I'm willing to wager that she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaini murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaini returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaini to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaini from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Did those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaini with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "It was fun, was it?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaini removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous! No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But Grandma, it'll make you live forever." "Horse manure," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help me with dinner." Hi, yes, this is still the same novella as 20 minutes ago. I think we're more than halfway through. I warned you this is gonna be a lot of reading, but by the way, the NieR Replicant remaster that's coming out, the Snow White edition, the White Snow edition, it has this novella in book format. It has each character's novella in book format. So if you managed to grab it while it was still on sale, I'm so jealous, because I cancelled my order and now they're sold out. But Kaini would not relent. Oh wait, sorry, where did I stop? Yeah, but Kaini would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against a wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaini took up the crayons and eyed her subject carefully. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaini finished the work. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible! It doesn't look like you at all!" "I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread. Let's get that bread. All rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kaini," she said between laughter, "you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it." "But..." "Hush! I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaini would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent mocking laughter. A week later, Kaini could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Hush," said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaini and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself in Kaini's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories come in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaini swore, because I will remember it forever. Kaini's dreams, separation. You want to see picture? Yeah, there's no pictures of this. It's just you and your imagination. That's the point. That's why this is not voiced in the game, and that's the point. Your imagination is supposed to do everything for you. Oh, thank you. I try. I do my best with my grandma voice. Kaini listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at a black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemusement stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug!" The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry." Why in the hell would I be feeding you? Why in the hell would I be feeding you bugs? "Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug," said Kaini, "and I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible." With that, Kaini held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing it as little as possible. "Oh, yeah, that's terrible, all right." "Why, you little brat!" laughed the old woman. Look, look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact." 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaini's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As as is often the way with stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaini could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaini started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so, this morning found Kaini lacing up her work boots with breakfast of burnt berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaini looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "Well, I was gonna check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What in the hell for?" Kaini stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around her home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "Goddamn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let 'em come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway." "I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at the granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other." "Grandma, no." If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight, you know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaini. Lately it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaini thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaini reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. This is how I feel about the people here today. You're all beautiful, and there ain't another like you in the whole world, and I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaini by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma! Yelled Kaini in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Oh, Kaini thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wool and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Grasshopper dinner. I've actually eaten grasshoppers. It's like fried ones. They're like chips. Some nice protein right there. Kaini rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaini could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaini worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she could only find a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. As dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaini pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, man, this build-up, I feel my heart getting heavy reading this. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. Wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that was hovered just ahead, tracing its path with a finger. Kaini suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No. Oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Kaini ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kainie's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on three twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kainie, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then, the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kainie responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard!" she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me! Let's go!" The shade-eyed Kainie with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kainie glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive!" thought Kainie. "She's alive!" At the sound of her voice, the old... Oh, okay, sorry, I read that. Kainie's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kainie tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now!" As Kainie struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kainie lurched to her feet only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer." Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kainie pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between... Oh, sorry, my cat jumped on me! The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. "Bastard! Laughing at us?" She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. "Yeah, I see your plan." The shade moved its claws, slightly allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kainie was close enough to touch her. "I'm gonna kill this bastard." Summoning all her strength, Kainie rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leaped on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaini never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground, with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. "Kaini?" Kaini's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. "Grandma?" "My leg. Just a flesh wound." Kaini, you've got to run. You can't defeat him." Kaini grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. "Grandma, come on. We have to go." The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaini's grasp and thumped to the ground below. "Grandma, no!" I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through." The thought would stay forever unfinished before she could say another word. The shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed thickly from gasps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaini's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaini blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaini's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaini screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step it crept toward its prey. Kaini's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaini seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leaped into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaini off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaini's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! 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 Kill it now! As the spark that was Kaini slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. We got through it, boys and girls. We got through it. We made it. We made it. Woo! We found Kaini's will to live and kill. Look at my spear. My spear is amazing. Okay, I gotta fix this screen. Oh, this is the wrong one. I hope you enjoyed Kaini's novella. I hope it explained a lot of background on her and why she is the way she is, and overall what kind of person she is and what made her to be. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. I have the save that I just loaded. It's the most powerful weapon in the game. What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years? I'm not going to let this happen again. He dies today. My sword feels lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike him down. Oh! And if it wasn't Japanese, we could actually understand what the shade is saying, but since it's Japanese, I won't be able to translate most of it, but some of it. Yeah, that was a very touching novella about Kaini. Personally, I really liked it and I wanted to share it with everyone. Oh, she's so pretty when she's sleeping. She's actually always very pretty. Oh, here we go. Back to the reading. Back to the reading. Whoa! Gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to below one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Sorry, Grandma. Couldn't avenge you. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaini tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. That's gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally you're gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought as the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's how you want it. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he returned the page to Kaini and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaini opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, thousands of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture only to open her mouth and in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. I look like that? Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time as if instantly had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me! Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes, they don't come true for me. I'm a curse. I'm a curse. A freak. I'm a freak. I should be left to die. Not so sure about that part. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground and feel the rain. Taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body, come on, give me that body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side as she watched it grow longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop! The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body, before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. What the hell, Sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal! I thought you wanted to die! Grandma said I can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaini glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, she said, the voice cheerfully. Look at that. Well, look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaini stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop! Gotta stop! Holding her left arm in her right, Kaini took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hey, it's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with a fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Bah, your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaini grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaini screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed, whispered Kaini. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaini looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you too. My shade voice is very Pim, thank you. I was listening to an audiobook where there was an evil sword and the evil sword had this voice, and I just felt that Kaini's shade would have a voice like that too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you wanna kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kane. You're a shade? Why would you help me kill another shade? What do you think? I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want a drink from the well. Kaini considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way to the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. It's wait, what's the book? The book. Let me just quickly tell you what the book is. I loved it. I didn't like the last book, but I loved all the previous books. It was Brandon Sanderson's Rhythm of War, I think. Yeah, I think it was Rhythm of War. The Songs of Roshar, or what's the saga called? It's a medieval fantasy book. And I didn't like the last one, but the other ones were good, and it's still not finished. So the latest book came out this year, a few months ago. So I'm looking forward to how the story was gonna be finished. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kine. I'll handle the killing. Blah! Screamed the voice. Look at you go. Oh, sunshine, we are gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyrion, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now, get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten, and so, and I like rotten and sour. Kaini found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shit and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyron. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. Yeah, Stormlight Archives, that's right. That's the book. So keep on killing, sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaini herself. Kaini waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at a new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her already won. I'm not a shade, I am Kaini. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, that's what this part of the game is. An eternity of heartbreaking work. She found what she was looking for. It was the Reef of Lunar Tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaini started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaini fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the Eyrie arose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world. Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Grandma? Kaini, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us. Okay, now I think that is definitely the final of the Kaini's novella. Who are... Ah! Emil, you were the one calling me, huh? You still recognize me? Yeah, sure. I knew you right away.
怖いんです。
Thank you,
あ
Kaini.
りがとう。
おかえりカイネ。
Good to see you, Kaini. Gameplay for my ADHD brain.
立派になったんだ。
Became handsome, huh?
どのくらい眠っていた
How
んだ
long has it been?
5年だよ。
5 years. I think she's making puppy dog eyes for our NieR boy. Love at first sight.
そうか。
Oh,
5年
that's
か。
a long time.
ヨナは
Any luck with Yona?
探してるが
We are still no
青の
closer to
足取り
finding her.
自体なか
We need a
なか
way
つ
to
かめ
locate
ん
the Shadow Lord.
あの
This is for you.
これ
それは
Lunar
月の
tears?
涙。
Did you make this?
おばあちゃんのに負けないやつを
Just a little welcome back gift. It's not much, I know. I think he actually said that he picked this up from some old lady. The flowers.
そうか。
It's nothing like the one grandma used to make, but hell, thanks. And she just says, oh, thank you, thank you. She doesn't say any of what this here text is.
失礼。
Excuse me?
ポポルさん
Popola, we did it. We freed
カイネの
Kaine.
石化が解けたんです
That's great. Listen,
ちょっと
can I
話が
talk to you
あ
for
る
a
んだけど。
moment? Bitch don't give a shit. Bitch don't give a shit that we just saved the goddamn petrified woman in her library.
なぜなんだどう
This
してなん
doesn't
だ
make sense.
レボルさんポポルさん
Welcome, welcome, Shadow Lord.
分かってちょうだい。
Please try to understand.
揉め事が起きて危
People are
害が及
tired
ぶ
and
のは
scared,
あ
and
なたたち自
I'm
身なの
sorry.
よ。
I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
でも
It's crap.
大丈夫ですよ。
It's okay.
僕らなら
We
外で
can
寝
sleep
ますから。
outside.
待てよおかしいだ
No
ろ
one's sleeping outside.
己の身を犠牲に
You
して
and
村
Kaine
を救っ
saved
た
this
カイネと
village,
エミール
and
が
now they want
な
to
んで
run
村から追い
you
出されなきゃ
out?
ならない
だって
People
僕ら
are
こん
afraid
なん
of
だし。
us. And
みん
really,
な怖が
I
りますよね。
understand. I mean, look at me.
あなたにそう思ってもらえ
As
る
long
だけ
as
で
you're still with us, I can
も
deal
う
with
十
it.
分です。ね。
Right,
Kaine-san?
Kaine?
私は外
I'm
の
used
方
to
が慣れ
sleeping
た。
outside.
そんな
I'm sorry.
じゃあ外で待ってま
We'll
す
see
ね。
you later. It's too many voices. I can't keep up with this. We're sorry. Is this gameplay intense enough for your ADHD?
どうした
What is the matter?
俺ちっとも気づかなかった
Kaine sleeps
Kaineがな
outside.
ぜ野宿
I
していた
never
か
thought about that until just now.
ちっとも気づいてやれなか
How
った
could I have not noticed that? How selfish am I?
くそ
Oh, it is? Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know, since I can control the volume. What the hell is wrong with
今
me?
日はもう休め
We should turn in. Lazarus Industries! Oh my god! Bro, I was calling you out! I wanted to blame Devola for everything. I wanted to grab Popol and strangle her. But anger won't accomplish anything. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. For the sake of protecting it from the horrifying threat of the shades. If Devola and Popola are to blame, then I am equally at fault. For not stopping for a moment to think about Kaine and the mill. So the loading screens now have turned to reports from the research facility. Sleep well? Sure. Well, if you say so. I need to go see Devola and Popola. Very well. Okay, that is all for the reading. And also thank you, Bonkovic, for letting me know about the audio. This is the kind of feedback that I desperately need to always be told, since I don't really know what you guys can hear. Gold moonflower seed. You need the seeds to... Oh, yes, yes, I have my whole entire collection of Final Fantasy plushies here. Let me, I'm not sure how well it can be seen, but I'm trying to build a collection of all the Final Fantasy plushies. It's going slow, because I've been getting like one for each of my birthdays these past few years. So, gotta work on it a bit. So, the flower that we got, the colored flower, basically... Oh my god, my plants, my seeds, the flowers that I... Oh, this is my old save file. This is what happens when you don't water the flowers. I have nothing from Vagrant Story. I didn't even play Vagrant Story. Yeah, let's discard this. So basically, you have to combine different flower colors, and eventually you can grow a lunar tier. Like, if you don't cheat on it, I think it takes you like around a month to grow one, actually, since the flowers grow based on actual time. Fucking, I'm not gonna plant anything. Oh my god, we need to save so we don't ever have to go through that reading part again. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Alright, so what I like is that from now on we will be hearing a lot from Tyron, Kaine's shadow. And it gives just so much more context on what the fuck is going on.
You.
Hey. Hi. I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again. This is bigger than you or Popola. It's about the whole damn village. I know, but regardless, you should go talk to Popola. I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you. I can do that. Oh, and also... Yeah? Sorry about yesterday. I kind of flew up the handle. No, you didn't. Besides, it was our fault in the first place. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright? I'll do that. Goddamn hypocrites. Kicking out their saviors. But yeah, there's a good short story, a good novella as well. But I guess you don't want any more reading about Kaine and Emil camping.
No.
Outside the village. For me, it gives this very warm, fuzzy, nostalgic kind of feeling. I really love camping myself. More sons of our sons and daughters go hunting and never return. What are we supposed to do? This is Route A, or what do you mean? You mean play Route A? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be playing this route. And that's it. I'll only do a few side quests, because in this save file I have everything completed. All of the weapons. I got all of the weapons. It took me... Where does it say? Where does it say the gameplay hour? Whatever. It took me like 36 hours to do everything. Popola. Oh, hello. Look, I want to apologize for yes... Stop. Don't you dare. You had every right to be upset. I understand why you did what you did, even if I don't agree. You're just trying to protect the villagers, it's not your fault. Well, I still feel terrible, just so you know. Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us? Oh right, yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right? The temple where I was first discovered. That's it. And it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow. Oh no, it was right under our pages the whole time. But the entrance is sealed off, and the bridge that led us there. So take a boat. A boat? Yes, the trade waterway has been repaired. We've been using it a lot recently. With all the shades running around, it's safer than trying to cross the plains. There's a landing point near the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. I let the ferryman know about you. He'll take you wherever you need to go without charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town. Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I can't believe I was such an ass to you earlier. I told you not to worry about it, so don't. Alright, I'll see you around. Yeah, and for the love of everything, be careful. So, wait, so Lazarus Industries, are you still here? Are you still here? When did you join us? You were the one who made the goddamn holder joke. So I'm gonna show this one more time. But you inspired me to make this. I hope you feel proud of yourself because it is absolutely downright sacrilegious, if you ask me.
Hold the door! Hold the door! Fran, wake up! We're all gonna die! Fran! Fran, you have to wake up! We need Hodor!
Hodor! Hodor!
Walk into Hodor now!
Hodor! Hodor!
Hold the door!
Hodor!
Yeah, I hope that envisioned what you had in mind with the Hodor scene. And I'll be right back. I gotta go to the little ladies' room. Be right back. Oh my god. Yes, kitchen is the big ladies' room. That is absolutely 100% correct. So where did he want us to go now? Oh yeah, we're gonna go say sorry to Kaini and Emil. And go to the Lost Shrine. The path above the entrance to the shopping district should take me to the boat landing. Yes, I am well acquainted to where the boat landing is. So, Lonely Soul, to continue on the topic of morality, I think that it's not like, you know, being poor equals no morals. I think it's more like just a typical Maslow's like hierarchical pyramid of needs. Like you're too preoccupied by trying to survive and take care of yourself and your basic necessities that you don't fill in the spiritual requirements, needs. At least that's how I saw my parents a lot. They were really struggling, and I just feel like they never had the time for, I don't know, humanity, social stuff, because they always had to work to make ends meet. Oh yeah, everyone's still hungry and everyone still wants to eat here as well.
Oh.
Okay. We gotta... Oh, this is not the boat entrance. Where's the boat entrance? I said I remember, but now I realize that I don't. Okay, we gotta get there somehow. Can I jump? I'm gonna jump. Fuck! I couldn't jump. Oh my god, he cried for Yona when he drowned. I can fish. Can you imagine a guy like this can't swim? If we can't go hunting, we can fish. Thank the goddess of the sea. And like when you have all of your basic needs covered, then it's a lot easier to concentrate on the emotional side of life. To become a thinker and whatnot. Yeah, he is wearing a lot of metal. But still. He's a fucking bear. I'm pretty sure he can swim with metal.
Oh.
Oh there, Popola told me about you. Just tell me where you're going and I'll sell you there no charge. We are going to the Lost Shrine, my man. Rear path. The best path. You know what I'm saying? The best path, the rear path. The Lost Shrine is at the end of this cave. And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond. Let us make haste. I've got full party now. The Skeletor boy with no face? Where is his face? Oh my god. Oh, there's his face. Jesus Christ, Emil. Yeah, sure, when it comes to a personal... You know, for games that makes you read a lot, the character sure runs fast. Is this sarcasm? Ah, so the next feature of the B playthrough is the shade scenes. We will get a lot of shade scenes. Like, if this would have been the A playthrough, then we wouldn't have this scene. Or if we did, it would just be gibberish. We wouldn't get any. We wouldn't understand anything. Hansel. Who are you? Go away, dirty, defective swine. I'm not like you. I'm different. He's fast, gotta go fast. Actually, he still rolls faster than he runs. This game still really needs a sprint function. Yeah, sure, when it comes to personal growth, but when it comes to bullying any community where it's happening, it's already broken beyond repair. Yeah, I mean, it usually starts, you know, early on at home, but that's what I'm saying, that it takes a lot of personal growth in order to be able to develop healthy morals, and yeah, it's tough. Okay, it's fucking tough. Damn, Emil, that's some nice fan service. So going back to the game, what we saw at the laboratory, it was Emil's and his sister's backstory. Basically, they were two kids without parents, and they were adopted, not adopted, but they were taken in by the research, like military research facility that was opened after the dragon from Dragon Guard 1 crashes into modern day Tokyo, 2003, which spreads the white chlorination disease, which turns people into these salt-like statues, basically. You again? Stop bothering me. Grimoire Wise has been taken away. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. Is the audio still bad? You. Oh gosh, I love this theme. I mean, in the case of kids, you know, I think no amount of ethics helps an unethical system. Okay, thanks. Hopefully this will be better. Don't wanna go any lower. I feel like this is already gonna be pretty quiet. I mean, I usually test it out before streaming. I would go to a scene that's very loud and try to talk over it and see how it is. So it's usually, at least for me, it sounds alright, but if you're saying it's not, then I'll take your word. Basically, like in case of schools, I feel like it's still manageable if the parents would be willing to listen to what the teachers, the kind of feedback teachers give. Oh, I came from here. Because, like, you know, whenever I look at the comments my teachers would leave in my notes, and you know, like, Chris is misbehaving, she's very loud, blah blah blah, and my parents never gave a shit. I barely ever went to class. I skipped most of school. But I feel like, so if the parents would work, if the community would work towards raising the children better, then I think it would help. I think it would help with the general ethics and bullying in school. Because I still think bullying starts at home. It's just the unhappy kids letting their shit out in school on the other kids. Yeah, I didn't. I'm telling you, my therapist said. My therapist would say that it's abandoned children whose parents didn't give a shit. Like, oh, you're fed, you're dressed. What else do you need? You're good. What are these morals you speak of, my child? Wow, these guys in full plate are breakdancing and NieR boy can't swim? Ah. So Emil and his sister, they were taken in by this laboratory. They before the lab, they were in many different foster houses. So why? I think there were some teachers that cared about kids in school. I really remember these few teachers that really tried hard. But you know, when nothing helps, they just, I mean, they keep trying, but not not with as much force. Wait, which way do we need to go? Do I have a map? I need to get to those stairs. So I need to go this way. I think. Methinks. So why were children taken in as experiments? It's because... Okay, I think it's time on a bit of a prehistory kind of lesson of this universe. So basically after Drakengard 1, when the Draken crashes in modern day in Tokyo, 2003. Oh, it's the puzzle time. The dragon they teleport through time with the queen monster, which spreads the invite link to your Discord channel doesn't work, expired. Oh my gosh. Let me fix that. How do you make a Discord server invite link that doesn't expire? Well, my Discord server is actually a bit unkept yet. I am still not sure which direction it's going. Maybe I can share it. I'll share it actually in the chat. Oh, what, really? I'll work on it later, but thanks for all the trips, Bonkovic. You're good at this. I'm an incredible noob at Twitch for now. Okay, I need to push it further away. So you teleport through time, through dimensions with the Queen monster from Drakengard 1. And it spreads the white chlorination disease. This is all too easy. I'm almost disappointed. And it spreads the white chlorination disease through Tokyo, the Shinjuku district, causing all people turn into salt-like substance. Basically, it would travel through a disease that travels through air and touch and just basically COVID, but in Drakengard universe, and it kills you instantly. Not instantly, but there's also some kind of delay. So they build what they call... Oh, and there's also suddenly there start to appear these monsters with... Not monsters, but these human-shaped like forms with red eyes that attack people. So around Shinjuku, salty people. So they build what they call the Wall of Jericho, just like in Attack on Titan, around the entire Shinjuku area, trying to contain the disease and the monsters that appear. What the fuck? How do you do this? Okay, I got it. Oh, I like these puzzles. So they build a wall of Jericho to block out Shinjuku, and this lasts for many years. Oh, I can't build this. Oh, okay, I see. And they try to develop a lot of... They can't seem to find any cure. They don't know what caused the monster to appear, the disease to start spreading. Oh, I'm getting some screen glare because of my lights here. And at some point, they find a cure, sort of like a cure, that simply prevents people from getting the disease, but it only works on kids. So they start building these child armies, and having kids fight the shades, not the shades, but those monsters with red eyes. All those monsters with red eyes are basically people that have turned into the red eyes, the Watcher cult. And only kids don't get affected if they get the cure. So they start building kid armies. So turn back. Who are these guys? Certainly not your garden variety shades. Their bodies aren't fully functional. I've heard of this, a cursed area where incomplete shades gather. Child army. But they are unable to eradicate all of the disease. All of the disease. Basically what happens is they decide to nuke Tokyo, the entire Shinjuku area, which of course spreads out even further. But what happens is, I don't know, I mean, I'm talking, I'm not really, you know, when you're playing and talking, nothing scares you. This is why I'm definitely streaming Resident Evil when it comes out, because for the love of God, I really love Resident Evil and survival horror games, but I'm a complete pussy. It takes me such a long time to beat a single Resident Evil game because I'm scared. So I think streaming might help me with my fears. Yeah, so they nuke Tokyo so the third nuke in the Japanese island. So, but what happens is, instead of eradicating the disease, since it's airborne, it gets blown away to China. And since China is very densely populated, eventually the disease spreads to the entire world. And the whole humanity is getting pretty much wiped out by the disease at this point. So they have those children in that laboratory trying to develop a weapon to fight the monsters with the red eyes. And it's kids, because those kids are the ex-soldiers, mostly. Of course, apart for Emil and his sister, they weren't soldiers. How are you going to be scared of Dommy Mommy in that game? Listen, I've already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm a fucking pussy, okay? I'm afraid of everything. I'm just putting a brave front. Because I've heard that on the internet, one should never show weakness. First rule of internet, no weakness. And like Emil's sister, she catches on very early on that it's a laboratory and not a foster house. And she realizes at the moment when she is getting turned into a weapon, but it's a bit too late. She can't run away anymore. And basically it's not that during the transformation that they make her go through, it's not that she loses her mind, it's because she loses her shit out of anger. She becomes so angry about what they did to her. And then they have Emil to freeze her, to stone her in that room. So the sister doesn't run away berserk and doesn't kill off the world. But they still branded the experiment as a success, even though they couldn't control his sister. But they still gave up on the research because they couldn't control her. And they had to move on to different ways to battle and cure the disease. And Emil thought that he was helping his sister by restraining her with his petrifying gaze. Basically, they both got turned. Like, he got the eyes, the petrification eyes, and she got the monster transformation kind of thing, but she couldn't turn back, and she lost her shit in anger. Oh, wait, I have no magic equipped. My favorite, Dark Lance. I've never played Dead by Daylight. Oh, is Bankovic your friend, Sholtuke? He's been very helpful. He is teaching me a lot about Twitch. Oh, okay. Well, glad to hear. Seems like a good fellow. Very knowledgeable on the ways of Twitch. I've treated you all poorly. Mocked you, betrayed you. All because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our life. What was that? Glad to see you guys get along. Kaine, Emil. I need to. I want you to look. I'm sorry, alright? Sorry for what? I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in. Oh, it's no big deal, right, Kaine? I'm used to it. Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change. I wish everyone felt the same way. Emil, it's alright, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories. Or roast. Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking... Okay, I didn't manage to read that. I was solving the puzzle. I'm good at these puzzles. It's not my first time. What the hell is no pixel? What are you guys scheming? On my stream! There shall be no schemes. But my schemes. Cause I'm not a control freak. I'm not trying to control the course of the stream. Oh, okay. I have to be honest with you guys. I have never watched streams before starting to stream. Only now I'm trying to watch people stream to get an idea of what this is supposed to be about. I just wanted to vent out my nerdy knowledge because like I have no friends to talk about this shit to. And I know so much, so much. Where do I need to go now? I do not remember. Probably down. Of course I am. Of course I am. Zantetsuken. Man, I can't pronounce that goddamn name. Oh my god, do you know, it's like the worst when you have to, like, watching yourself on camera, it just feels so cringe. I don't know why. We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless shades. Just kick him. Okay, I think I'm gonna equip... Oh my god, they hit me. Oh no, these are items. Phoenix Sword. Beast mode activated. Yeah, I know, it's gotta become a habit to keep reviewing my own videos. It's getting better. I can't watch my first video, it was just horrible. I keep, I guess, growing a bit. Oh my god, they won't let me save. Wait, where do I need to go? I thought this is where I need to go. Huh. Oh, there's another entrance. I remember now. I remember. Call me Zan. It's easier that way. Hey Zan! Man, that's a lot of chatting going on. I'm not managing to read all of it. Oh man. I have a video commentary when I was like 13 and I read from a script to remind me that I'm a fucking loser. Yeah, I'm so happy that I didn't have cameras as a kid. I feel like I would have, like I didn't need any more help to ruin my image than I was already doing. Wait, what did Lazarus Industries said? Just watch your own stream if you want to keep it good. Oh my gosh. Someday when I will become less cringe, more content, and I will figure out where I need to go. Why couldn't I enter that location? Where do they want me to fucking go? Because I was pretty sure that was the entrance to the boss chamber. But now we are running around in circles. Well, looks like a great time to look up where I need to fucking go. Let me see. Top of page. Oh, there we go, top of page. Walkthrough part 2. The Lost Shrine Revisited. The Lost Shrine. Huh. It seems to be some sort of issue because it's supposed to let me... It was supposed to let me in where I was going? Not every pee-pee moment is a poo-poo moment, but every poo-poo moment is also a pee-pee moment. Also, not true. It's only for men. Women, it's not like that for women. We've had long conversations about this with friends at a festival. Listen, Shaltuka, please delete your memories about me, okay? I am not that person anymore. I have evolved. I'm like an evolved Pikachu now. Shockingly evolved. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there's apparently one shade stuck somewhere. That's why I can't open the door. Oh, here it is. Oh my god, it was stuck there. Alright. We were kids. I mean, most kids are cringe. You grew up. Don't you touch them. Oh shit, I skipped it. But I wanna remind you that if this were the first playthrough, we wouldn't understand any of the dialogue that the shades say. So basically we just see a huge monster crashing in and attacking us. What's going on? There's dozens of them. Stop! They can't defend themselves. These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see. Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader. I am not their leader. It is I who rely on them. It is they who saved me. Stop hurting my friends. You're funny. Oh, damn it, I killed him too quickly. We didn't get the dialogue. Have you felt the beast? Those are my friends. Wow, this one stubborn son of a bitch. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Hey there, sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this free car, yeah? Yeah, I didn't want to kill him and turn him back now. Like, I don't want to kill him because I want to get the dialogue. You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. Oh. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaini? I think that's it. Again, I'm very OP because this is my old save loaded where I have completed everything. Kaini just keeps dying. Oh, you're kidding me. Kaini! Oh goddammit, I keep doing it. I keep killing them without reading the dialogue. Dialogue is key in JRPGs. It is the essence of the game. I grew up to be such a handsome boy. I can't get over it. Yeah, she got stabbed again, but now that we know that she's half a shade, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be fine, you know?
大丈夫かカイネ
Kaine, are you alright? We've got to get help.
この傷は
I fear there is little we can do.
ダメです
No, Kaine! Get back.
なんだこれは
What is that?
カイネ
It's all over for you, sunshine.
カイネさん
Kaine,
カイネ
Kaine.
さん
What kind of game was it, Bonkovic? What kind of game was that? Sounds pretty good. Cause you know we JRPG freaks love the grind. Okay, so Kaine has been possessed by Tyron. Oh, Dark Souls. All right, yeah, that's a good game.
カイネさんのもの
Look at Kaine's shade.
叩き落とすしかないよ
We have no other choice. We must strike it down. Kaine, please come back. Damn, she jumpy. She jump good. But I stab even better.
剣は使うな
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
やれ
Oh dear.
カイネさん
Kaine, Kaine. I guess.
カイネ
Yare.
私は力を抑えることが
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with.
ずっと一緒にいますよ僕は
We are always going to be together,
また魔物化
Kaine.
したら
If
今
you
みたいに止め
transform
ます
again,
何
we'll
度だ
just
って
stop
何度
it
だって止め
again.
ます
As
何
many
度だって
times as it
カイネ
takes.
さんに戻
I
ってき
don't
てもらい
care
ます
how tough it is. We're
僕
gonna get
カイ
it
ネさんがい
through.
るから
I like sleeping outside because I'm with you,
カイネさん
Kaine.
が褒めてくれ
I'm
るから
able to
こんな
ignore my
姿でも生きて
appearance
いられるん
and
です
keep
僕
going on
本
because
当は
of
と
you.
ても弱いけ
I'm
ど
weak
カイ
and
ネさん
sad
といれば
and
強く
lonely,
なれるん
but
です
somehow you make
頼
me
ってばかり
strong.
の僕だけど
You're my
カイ
friend,
ネさんの
and I
仲間
need
なん
you,
です
so you
勝手に
can't
さ
go
れないでくだ
away.
さい
泣くなエミー
All right, stop crying.
ありがと
Thank you.
うもう大丈夫だ
I'm all right. Over there. Where the fuck are these guys going? Look at them go. Okay, you guys keep going, whatever that is. Ooh, shiny. I like shiny. Obtain a mysterious stone fragment. What is this? I have no idea. How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola. Teleport! It's a cipher of some kind. Can you determine its meaning? I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at— How does this bitch know everything? Doesn't it bother you? It bothers me. I wrote down all the words I can understand. All the words. Sacrifice, the law of robotics, the memory tree, loyal Cerberus, the stone guardian. This fragment is called the stone guardian. Given that you found it in the lost shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the law of robotics, the memory tree, loyal Cerberus. The law of robotics probably refers to the Jeng Heap. Again, I hate it, it's called the Jeng Heap. It's Robo-Yama, Robot Mountain. And the memory tree might be the Forest of Myth. But as for sacrifice and loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue. No problem. If we want to fill the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right? Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage. We kill them or they kill us. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord. It won't be easy. Kill Shades and save Yona? Easiest thing in the world. But how can you even be sure that she's... Because she is, alright? So, the Gen Keep and the Forest of Myth, right? I'm on my way. Please be careful. Don't push yourself too hard. Nah. Oh, and listen, nah. About Kaini and the mill. The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just, they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight. I'll hurry them along the best I can, but can you please give them a little more time? I guess. What a bunch of weaklings. So weak. So weak. How can you see Shades and be afraid of women with a peepee and flying skeleton? That was a very horrible Uncle Roger impression. And I think I'll be calling it a day for today. Well, what next? The Gen Keep or the Forest of Myth? I'm gonna say Forest of Myth. Fuck. I'm saying that because I know it's gonna be a fuck ton of reading, and I just want to get the reading out of the way. It's gonna be another text adventure. But I think because I did the Gen Keep first last time. No, I mean, I'm just trying to remember what I did on my first playthrough because it impacts. You have to do both of them if you want to see the secret ending. So I'm just trying to remember which one I did on my first playthrough. I'm just gonna choose Forest of Myth and use my save if it's the wrong one. You will forgive me if I seem less than enthusiastic about such a trip. Yeah. Yes, the Forest of Myth is about reading because basically everyone in the Forest of Myth is asleep and you experience their dreams through novellas and you have to solve these kind of word puzzles to cross the dreams and get out of them. But yes, we might be doing that on Thursday, because today I have done enough reading. Still picking up shinies out of pure habit. It's like a nervous tick now, gotta pick up the fucking shinies, man. And smash the boxes and the pots. So yeah, on Thursday, I'll be doing the quests, the side quests, the best side quests for the lady in the lighthouse who has... The postman is pretending to be her lover and she's dying pretty much, and we are trying to keep the correspondence between her and her lover. So we'll see how that goes. I think that quest is amazing and it's very, very heartwarming. Or sad. I hope I got all of the shinies. We'll see. Actually, I did get all of the shinies. I have all of the weapons in this game already, so that's the best kind of shiny weapon. So thank you for joining me. It was fun. I hope the reading didn't mind the reading too much, because I really enjoyed Kaini's novella. And yeah, see you guys soon. If you have any more meme ideas like Hodor, please share them. It was so much fun to make it. It felt so unsensitive doing it. And I'm gonna share it on my NieR pages as well. I hope people like it. And thanks. Have a good weekend.